Hi everyone. I don't know if you guys are where I'm at, but I am super fed up with the federal government. I cannot believe their response to this storm. These storms, the response to the North Carolina to Helene is the worst, inept, completely. I don't even know what to say. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose, which they might just be. Now I have this video, and these are videos from the people in North Carolina. Um, One of the guys is actually up there on Chimney Rock, where these storms hit, and it's just amazing how these storms hit, and it's very suspicious as well. So just take a look at these videos, and then we'll talk.
Donate. Please donate what you can. Try to find a nonprofit to donate to, a church, local PD. A lot of those are taking donations, sheriff's departments. I know my department is running a bunch of stuff to the western part of the state to help. Donate. But please do not donate to FEMA. They are hindering a lot of what people are trying to accomplish out in the western part of the state. FEMA doesn't understand that these Appalachian people are built differently. I am very familiar with them. They are not going to stand by idly and have government officials tell them what to do. FEMA's playing a game of FAFO because free men don't ask for permission. Again, please donate and help these people out. They need us now more than ever.
So between Kings Mountain and Chimney Rock, North Carolina is the largest lithium deposit in the world. And the rights are owned by Albemarle Global. And on September the 24th, they actually applied for federal and state permits to redirect and reconstruct their mining operation between Kings Mountain and Chimney Rock. So Albemarle is owned mostly by stockholders, Vanguard and BlackRock Group. Well, guess who the biggest investor in BlackRock and Vanguard is? Douglas Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband. So, Albemarle is home headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. And when these permits get approved, they're proposing $250 billion yearly in mining. Douglas Emhoff's stock holdings just went up substantially. And guess who is the final approval for the permits? That would be our lovely VP. So, as I said, I'm going to post about 6 or 7, maybe 8 pictures at the end of this video, and you can see for yourself. It's a disgrace. The loss of life for money. So please, I beg you, if you have any heart and any love for life and liberty and the wrongdoing that's going on right now, please like, comment, and repost this to everybody. Everybody. Thank you.
actively flying up here right now. So we're
Can you believe that?
What, babe?
Can you believe that? I mean, they are literally, I mean, it's just very coincidental, isn't it? I mean, I personally don't believe in any coincidences in life, but that's just me. That was a little, you can't write that. You couldn't write that. That was just blatant, you know, and her being the one that signs the permits, I would think that that would be a major conflict of interest. But it gets even worse from here on out. And you know, people have teased Marjorie Taylor Greene, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, for saying that this was a man-made storm. But come on. We have been messing with the weather since 1947. Project Cirrus. Look it up. I have a video on my YouTube. Go check it out. It is not out of the realm of possibility. It is actually very probable. And kind of obvious when you look at the flight pattern of that airplane. I mean, come on. So there's more, though.
actively flying up here right now. So we're going to put those helicopters to work and go save lives. On the military side, the government side, they're on their way from what I'm being told, which is great. When they get here, we're going to put them to work. To give you a real world idea of what's happening here and restrictions that we have with weather, we usually can't go fly till about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning just because of fog and pilots can't go fly. Right now it's beautiful, it's sunny, and we should be out flying right now, but me and Charlie are sitting here on the ground waiting for our helicopters to get back, but we won't be able to go out probably till later this afternoon because Joe Biden is flying in, and they put up a temporary flight restriction in this entire area. So what we decided to do was put our search and rescue teams on the helos right now before the TFR goes in effect, fly up to the mountains, drop them off so they can go rescue people, and then our helicopters have to go even further north to another airport to get approval with a squawk code. They have to go there in person. They won't give it to us over the phone. That way they can fly in a TFR. And they're not going to have enough time to come back here, get us, and then go do a mission because from about 12 to 4 or so, the TFR goes into effect and there will be no active rescue missions going on at all. That's right. 0 flying whatsoever. So that's why we decided to put our boys, as many boys as we could, up on the mountain to start doing search and recovery because of that reason. So the TFR is supposed to be lifted sometime around 4 p.m., but you know how the government is, it'll probably go all day. So if, let's say it does end at 4 o'clock and we can actually lift off at 4 o'clock, at best, we're probably going to go do 2 rescue missions before it gets dark, and that's it. When we should be doing rescue missions all day because it's so sunny and nice out and we have good weather, but because of politics, we can't go do our job right now because somebody wants to come here and shake hands and kiss babies and take video that he actually pretends like he cares and probably offer everybody $300, $500 because of the hurricane damage. So that is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Harrell, LFA TV here. Look, I have some major urgent breaking news involving us and involving really all of you who are either in North Carolina or in the surrounding affected areas or even people who are donating. You probably saw my video the other day where I said that FEMA was confiscating certain donations and claiming jurisdiction over areas and confiscating supplies. Well, that turned out not only to be true, but now you're getting the reports from people saying that they're threatened to get arrested if they fly in or if they do any drop zone stuff. They're threatening truck drivers with arrest if they try to go in and impede in any way. What they're doing is they're flipping the script and they're calling rescue and relief impeding in government affairs because the government doesn't have any money and because the government has to go through all the red tape and isn't really saving anybody. It's making them look very bad that citizens are doing it. So that's why they need to, confiscate things, and that's why they need to turn people away. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's some breaking news for you. We have 2 reporters on the ground down there right now, literally right now, with sheriff departments, and the sheriff departments are literally banding together with the fire departments and saying that they will arrest any federal employee that tries to impede in any rescue or relief by claiming jurisdiction and not allowing local and community sheriffs and fire departments and rescue relief and citizens airplanes and helicopters. The sheriffs are literally banding together right now and saying that we will arrest any federal agent that tries to, impede our ability to go out there and help these people, because it's not about red tape when it's civilian. And we're not going to deal with the red tape. We're not going to deal with the confiscations. We're not going to deal with your rules, this, that, and the other. That's one report. Here's another major report that you need to share everywhere. Yesterday, I got reached out to by the West North Carolina Nature Center, who told me that I am spreading false information. First of all, we know who speaks like that, right? We don't speak like that. We don't say disinformation and misinformation or false information. We say the word lies. They were saying that I am spreading false information, not only by my reporting of FEMA doing exactly what Terrence Williams has told you they're doing, what Elon Musk has told you they're doing, what relief groups on the ground have told you they're doing. They told me that I'm spreading misinformation by reporting that, and that I need to take that video down. They're literally telling me to take my video down because there's truckloads of supplies on the side of the road that won't come there and deliver that to them now because of my reporting of FEMA confiscating items. And I'm like, well, that sounds really weird. If you're not FEMA, then what do you have to worry about? Obviously, you're out there helping the civilians. People are still going to donate to you. And they're like, no, it's the other way around. People are watching your video and they're not sending supplies in fear that things are being confiscated, and they're not. And then I started criticizing FEMA, and they would not distance themselves from FEMA in any way. They weren't saying that they were part of FEMA, but they wouldn't distance themselves from FEMA. And they were saying that because of my reporting about what FEMA's doing, that they're not getting supplies, and that I need to censor our reporting or take it down because it's misinformation. To come to find out, the Western North Carolina Nature Center also gets a tourism development grant and fund. By the way, what the North Carolina people are not happy with the way that they're redistributing that money, because they're redistributing it not to tourism, they're redistributing it to low-income housing. Wonder who's staying in those places. Anyway, long story short, they also get federal funding from the Department of Interior. Now, we know that the Department of Interior was involved with the Bureau of Land Management murdering of Lavoy Finicum over, what was it? Ladies and gentlemen, wasn't just land. No. It was the uranium one. And now we're dealing with natural resources here, lithium and other things like that. And the federal government is coming in, claiming jurisdiction and threatening to lock up pilots, helicopter pilots, social media influencers, people who report the news, people on the ground, relief efforts people. They're literally threatening to arrest them. And I have people reaching out to me, telling me that I need to take down my reporting.
Giving taxpayer-funded free cell phones out to illegal immigrants. We've got the bombshell story on that and how we're fighting back.
FEMA's here. You know what FEMA just told us? We can't get you a phone. I have no ID. I have no way to pay for food. He has no way to get gas. We're stuck. So we have to sleep in a car that's leaking with the same clothes we've had on since the...
It was a 30-foot wall of water just pushing through Lake Lure all the way down. My house washed away. I had a cat, I had 2 geckos.
Devastation across a dozen states.
Yes, but
All right, you guys, the last part was just this thing from some show that Kevin Spacey played the president in, where they talked about how they control the weather. And we all know that that's true. We all know that they control the weather. I mean, if you don't know that, then you should do your research and get your head out of the sand, because they've been doing it for a long time. Just devastating and shameful. Shameful of our government. The federal government should be ashamed of themselves. I cannot believe this is unspeakably bad. This is, I'm without words, and that very rarely happens to me. So, any donations that you have, please send them directly to the Sheriff's Department there in North Carolina. It's the western part of North Carolina, Ashland, or I believe Chimney Rock, or Kings Mountain, and or to a church around there, or if you know anybody in that area that you can get a hold of, you know. I'm sure you can get a hold of that last guy on YouTube, and I have more videos that I'm gonna do, and please go check out my page, subscribe and like, and let's get the algorithm going on this so that it gets pushed out there, and share it. Please share this with everybody, please. Thank you so much.